You ever get really excited about a goal? You're going to start working out 5 days a week. You're going to finally write that book. You're going to start the business. You're going to lose the weight. And in that moment, you mean it. You're like, no, seriously, this time I'm doing it. But somewhere in the back of your mind, there's this little voice going, yeah, okay, we'll see about that. Because you've said this before. And I think this is one of the biggest reasons we keep quitting on our goals. See, it's not always a motivation problem. Sometimes you just don't trust yourself anymore. Think about it. If you had a friend who was constantly telling you, man, I'm starting a business. I'm getting in shape. I'm finally writing that screenplay. And then they never did any of it. Eventually, you'd stop taking them seriously. They'd come to you with their newest, biggest plan, and you'd be like, cool, man. Well, we do the exact same thing with ourselves. Every time you make yourself a promise and you don't keep it, your brain remembers that. That diet you fell off, the workout routine you stopped doing, the project you just never finished. So now when you get excited about something new, part of you looks back at all that and goes, why would this time be any different? And this is where we usually fall into the trap of trying to prove ourselves. So we make an even bigger promise. I'm going to the gym 7 days a week. I'm waking up at 5 in the morning and I'm taking an ice cold shower. I'm going to finally finish that book. And maybe you do it for a few days and then you miss one, then another, and eventually you quit. And that part of your brain goes, told you so. So does that mean we're just doomed to be quitters for the rest of our lives? No. The good news is you can build that self-trust back. And there's really only two parts to this. They're super simple, but they're powerful. The first one is to look at your past a little differently. Because when you don't trust yourself, your brain has no problem bringing up all the times you quit. All the times you said you were going to do something and you didn't. But that's not the whole story, is it? There are things that you told yourself you were going to do and you actually did do them. And they don't have to be huge. For me, I learned how to juggle. I learned how to ride a unicycle. I learned how to edit videos and do voiceovers and start a YouTube channel. Those are all things I told myself I was going to do, and I did them. Now, the problem is when I'm doubting myself, my brain doesn't always bring that stuff up, so I have to remind it. So think about your own life. What are some things you said you were going to do and you actually did? Even small things. You're just reminding yourself that there's evidence that you can trust yourself. Now, the second part is to start making tiny little promises to yourself throughout the day. And I mean tiny. I'm going for a 5-minute walk. I'm making my bed. I'm taking out the garbage. I'm drinking some lemon water when I wake up. That's it. Then do it. Because the 5-minute walk isn't really the point. The point is you told yourself you're going to do something and then you did it. Now keep doing that and eventually your brain stops going, yeah, right, and starts going, you know what? I believe you. And that's when your goals stop being things you keep talking about and start becoming things you actually follow through on. Now that you know how to build self-trust with tiny promises, there's one big mistake that will still make you quit: being too hard on yourself when you mess up. If you've ever felt like you just lack the discipline everyone else has, you need to watch this video next.